But the overall message, it seemed to me that he was saying, men, get your shit together, which is another form of men holding other men accountable to me. They get your shit together, and then you won't have to worry about A, B, and C, which he's not wrong about at all. I looked at the entire story of what the point is being told. He's telling the whole, he's making the whole point here that don't be a bum. Make sure you get your shit together. Women chase behind men who are on their shit. That's nobody can refute that. When you own your shit, women chase you. Women chase you when you own your shit, and you can't get rid of them. You can't beat them off with a bat when you own your shit. Right. And that's what I heard.
Okay, so hypergamy and hypogamy, right? So let's define hypergamy and hypogamy for those who are maybe not familiar with the term or haven't heard it in a while. Hypergamy is the act of dating or marrying up someone who has from a higher social class, someone who has more education, more resources than you. And I guess the colloquialism would be leveling up. And hypogamy is the opposite. It's the act of dating down, dating or marrying someone from a lower class with lower education. I guess that would be akin to what our sisters are now calling struggle love. Hypogamy, struggle love, hypergamy, leveling up. So I want to talk about our recently departed brother, Kevin Samuels. May his soul rest in peace. Kevin was really hard on the brothers. He wanted brothers to push ourselves to work harder and be better versions of ourselves and ultimately becoming high value men. Kevin Samuels, the man and the philosophy he pushed became extremely controversial. So controversial, in fact, that many black women there were a number of black women who not only pushed to get his channel taken down off YouTube, but actually celebrated his death when they heard the news of him passing. I think Kevin was misunderstood. I think he knew that if black men and black women didn't get our shit together and get on the same page, that we were doomed. Kevin understood that women are hypergamous by nature and thought that men should not only accept it, but that we should embrace it as well. Because when women are hypergamous, it motivates men to do better. It motivates men to try to be what women want us to be. Because every stupid thing that we do, everything we do to impress women. We do to get women. That's right. So women are like crack for men. You know, I mean, we just can't. As much as we want to kick the habit, it's hard for us to get off women. We love women. All right. So I want to take a look at a video that Kevin did a few years ago on hypergamy. Let's take a look.
When you're 100% dude, hypergamous women don't bother you because they got to run to catch up with you. Your ambition far outstrips whatever they could want. They're worried about keeping you. Like I have so many women ask, how do I keep Blake? How do I keep Blue once I get him? That's what you want. I'm sorry, I'm talking loud. How do you keep Blake? How do you keep Blue? How do you keep Blake? How do you keep Blue? That's what you want. 100% men don't have to worry about keeping their women, hypergamous or not. How you keep them? Girl, if you don't get out of my face, I got shit to do. If you don't get out of my face, take this card and go do what you gotta do. Now leave me the hell alone. I got a property I'm trying to buy over here and we got a trip going. Sandy, see you out. All right, babe, peace. See, problem is, too many brothers, too many guys want that kind of outcome. You want that kind of power. You want to be able to talk to women like that. But you don't want to put the work in. You don't want to build the resume. You don't want to actually have it where it counts to have the real leverage. You want her to respect your masculinity and your manhood because you have a penis and an XY chromosome. It don't work that way. Women respect resources. You can't check a bitch because you got nothing to check with. The only place you dominate is in the bedroom. Dominate on the balance sheet. Dominate on your wallet, which is your accomplishments. Any woman that you choose to deal with, her money should be no good with you if you're 100% man. You pay everything. Why? Because it keeps her in her feminine when she's with you.
All right. So essentially, he was saying the same thing that Lisa Ray said, right? I know there was some objection to Lisa Ray. Is there any objection to what? Just real quick before I go on and ask questions, were there any objections to what our brother Kevin Samuels had to say? Any?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Because, hey, this whole want to dominate another person thing, bro, I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's too much fucking energy to try to damn control a whole nother human being. And if you want to control people based off what you have, to me, dog, that's kind of weak if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I used to think once upon a time, you know what I'm saying, a dude should control a woman and, you know, you dominate your woman in all areas and facets of life, man. But, man, that's just too much goddamn energy, man. Like, why? What's the purpose of it? Like, what do we really get out of it?
Yeah,
because we gonna be woe out trying to control them.
But what
do we get? You know what I'm saying?
So
we doing all that. He talking about selling these houses and doing all this, just giving her the car so she can go get the hell on out of his face. Bro, is that how you want to have your peace? You don't want to have no peace with it in your face? The only way you can find some damn peace of mind is to send her off with a card to go spend some money that you done made.
I think that's an oversimplification of what he was saying.
Well, hey, you asked was there any objection?
No.
That's what I got.
I understand. I understand. You got an opinion. I have an opinion about your opinion. And you know,
say your opinion and say it in layman's terms for me. What you saying? You saying you don't agree with my opinion?
Yeah.
You saying you don't agree with my opinion?
No. I'm just saying. I'm saying that I think it's an oversimplification. He's trying to reach brothers who have a difficult time with hypergamy, and
he's trying to reach brothers by saying if you want to control this woman, get your money up. That's what he tried. That's what he tried to say right there. Did anybody else hear something different?
Well, he didn't exactly say you want to control her. He said if you want to know how to keep your woman, be about your business. That's basically what he's saying.
Right.
Yeah, be about your business, that's what I was saying earlier. Also, just be about your business.
Because you want to dominate your woman, but the only place you could dominate.
Oh, you said dominate.
No.
You said
about the verbiage.
No.
You worried about the verbiage.
Wait, Jones,
you didn't say dominate.
I'm part with you, man, because it somewhat what he was saying was right, but I'm with you. Like, I'm not doing all that. Like, I ain't doing all that, because all you doing is giving her a card and money to go look like a shiny penny to the next man. So, I mean, what do you get from
and
that?
her girlfriends?
You get nothing. You get nothing. I mean, all you get is a headache, because she gonna keep going until you can't provide it no more, and then when you can't provide it no more, then it's gonna be a problem.
I'm not with what he said 100%, but I get the message in what he's trying to say. Be about your business.
I see the message. It's a message. Just
worrying about keeping your woman. Be about your business.
Right.
That's what he's saying. That's
what I got.
Him asking how to keep the
That's
women.
what I got out of that.
That's what I got.
And
that's what I got.
Because he said.
I want to bet those.
Bad example. He's not saying you should go.
Y'all $50 a piece that he said you only dominate in the bedroom.
No, he did. He did say that. He did say that. He said.
No. You stay out of. You stay out of.
But he didn't.
He didn't say that.
I'm saying he didn't say that this is how you dominate your woman, though. He didn't say you should dominate your woman. He talked about people who want to dominate and they're only dominating in the bedroom. But he said his example is for how to keep your woman.
Okay, I gotta ask Sweet this question. why you didn't have that same fire in your belly when Lisa Ray was talking about bringing her? I mean, you didn't have that same fire in your belly when Lisa Ray was talking about bringing her hoo-ha to the party. It
wasn't no need to have a whole bunch of fire because we all agreed with it. Nobody, there was no pushback from nobody. When Lisa Ray said it, everybody across the table thought it was some bullshit.
Okay.
When Kevin Samuels said it, everybody across the table didn't say it was some bullshit. It looked like we got a 50-50 split here, and you make it a 60-40. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why the fire there.
All right.
And also, you know how I am when somebody tell me that I ain't hear something, when I know I heard it, and they go tell me I ain't hear it, I'm ready to bet now.
Yeah.
But that's overall. But the overall message, it seemed to me that he was saying, men, get your shit together, which is another form of men holding other men accountable to me. They get your shit together, and then you won't have to worry about A, B, and C, which he's not wrong about at all. I looked at the entire story of what the point is being told. He's making a whole point here that don't be a bum. Make sure you get your shit together. Women chase behind men who are on their shit. That's nobody can refute that. When you own your shit, women chase you. Women chase you when you own your shit, and you can't get rid of them. You can't beat them off with a bat when you own your shit. Right. And that's what I heard.
Which is what I said earlier. Focus on yourself, and you won't have to worry about all that.
All right. Hey, Rico, I'm coming to you. And we have one example of it, or actually two, with the Sweet Jones and Sly. But why do you think there's so many men who have a problem with the concept of hypergamy? Oh, well, let me be fair. Let me back up, because Sly and Sweet Jones may not have a problem with the concept of hypergamy. They may have a problem with how Kevin Samuels delivered his message about hypergamy. Sweet Jones, am I being fair, or do you have a problem with hypergamy altogether?
I don't have a problem with how Kevin Samuels delivered his message. It's just that, like I've heard said on here tonight by a couple of brothers so far, they didn't agree with everything he said in that message. I didn't agree with everything he said in that message. So it's not about him. It's not about his message. I get a kick out of him. I used to get a kick out of him. So it ain't about him.
No. I'm not saying. This is not about him. This is now about hypergamy.
Okay, well, it's not that I have a problem with hypergamy necessarily. You know what I'm saying? I just have a problem, I guess, and maybe I'm contradicting myself, but I just have a problem with the expectation that the man is supposed to do everything financially, and the woman can just do like Lisa Ray said.
Right.
And if he's trying to tell a man to get your step your game up, step your money up, so that you can keep a woman, in Lisa Ray's place, so to speak, chasing after you, you keeping her in check with your accomplishments, your money, whatever. I got a problem with that. And if that's the whole definition of hypergamy, then I guess I disagree with it. But I don't believe that's the whole definition.
No, it's not. Okay. So Rico, let me go back to you. Why do you think there are a number of men who have a problem with the concept of hypergamy? Because you have a lot of these you have a lot of cats out here representing 50-50 nation nowadays. That they want to split everything 50-50, mortgage 50-50, man. Go on a date 50-50. What say you to that?
Well, if we're gonna split the decisions down the middle, then we need to share the burden. A lot of women want to be heard, and they say they want to share in the decisions and the direction of the household. So then you to split the burden. Especially, and to me, I feel like if you want to make the bulk of the decisions, which I feel like a lot of women who say they want an equal say in the household, they actually want the bulk of the say. Then I feel like you need to pay the bulk of the bill. The thing is, back in the days, it said you got to pay the cost to be the boss. So if you want to be the most mouthy, the most heard person in a relationship, then you should pay the cost.
Right.
I think it's funny because most men think it's laughable, but that's what we've been told to think. But it's only logical. If you pay, you know, like they say, you got to pay to play, right? If you pay, then you get this, you know, you get to choose. If you're not paying, then you're just a passenger. You hitchhiker, matter of fact. If you're not paying, you a hitchhiker.
Right. Sly, what do you say? There's some sisters out there in the chat that feel like these type of men are just using their money to control women. What do you say to that?
Yeah. Well, men can use money to control other men too. Let's not get that twisted. Money controls everything, pretty much. Now, here's the question that I would ask to the panel too, because I just look, because I'm not in like this situation. Like I'm not in it. I'm not in that type of situation. I can only speak from the outside. Now I've been in these situations with different type of women, but I'm not in it now. But if anybody has a daughter, what are you telling her? Like, you always gonna be second class to a dude? Nah, no. If I had a daughter, and I don't, I have all boys, but I have nieces.
Lucky.
No, I'm like, no. You like it. Things have changed. You don't have to be second class to nobody. Women are not a product. They're not a product. They're human. Ray said it just recently. A woman is the same as a man. She just got a different sexual part than he has. I mean, and you know, there's God-given talents, right? But it's nothing different. They're not a product. It's not something that you go and buy. You can go buy a hoe, but you ain't gonna be able to buy a woman. You know what I mean?
Okay. Stop there. Park your brakes, right? You say you can go and buy a hoe, but you can't buy a woman. And I'm trying not to be offensive, but in principle, isn't it the same thing when women use their private parts if they barter sex, right?
Yeah.
They use their private parts as a negotiating chip. It's the same thing.
Yeah, they use
right?
it as a weapon. Yeah, that's the same thing. That's when you got a hoe. You know what I'm saying? She's using it as a weapon. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, because the thing is now most women will try it. They will try it. You know what I mean? But a woman ain't gonna try that on a man that can just go out there and get what he wants. Like a man, let's say a man making a certain amount of money, or a man that just looks good to most women.
Well, you making a point now, Sly.
You made the point.
You just made the point.
You just made the point.
That's what the whole point was.
No, yeah, I know. You gotta let me finish. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said you flip the roles. It's the same thing. That's why I said that in the beginning. The woman is not a product. I know guys that use their sexual parts as weapons. I know them too. So what? I mean, it's the same thing.
Whoa. No. What guys you know?
What percentage
as weapons?
I know. I know.
You seem to know a lot of weird people. I don't know what. You know guys who use their thing as a weapon against women.
Ray,
are you for real?
Just
no, it happens, right?
You haven't met him.
But come on, man.
You haven't met him.
But he seemed to know the smallest percentage of people.
Ray, let me ask you this, Ray. Who is Mike, Ray? Who is Mike?
Mike.
You
Jones?
Sterling? Okay, you remember Sterling? No.
Don't call no names.
Okay.
Don't call
no names.
Right.
You remember Sterling's homeboy that we used to go to the club with? And he was like B2K in the club, right?
Yeah.
He was like, was he or was he not?
Yeah, but what that got to do with using his part?
Right. This dude had the pick of the litter of any woman in the club.
That's because he could just use his part, or he had conversation. He was attractive to women. He had other things. This man.
These chicks were chasing this guy. They were chasing this dude.
Hold on, though.
No.
Hey. That dude is like 1 in a million, bro. Like
he
don't even
used the
matter.
smallest.
Like,
so you know, plenty of
it's
men
always
that
gonna
use
be-
their sexual parts.
Come on, bro. Come on. All right, so
Come on,
all right.
bro.
Okay, so he ain't
Come
one
on,
in a million.
son.
He 10 in a million. He 10 in a million.
Yeah,
But, bro,
15 in the middle.
I know a lot of them. I know a lot of them.
All right, so hold on. Is it more of him running around or more women
you
out
know
here?
a lot.
No, it's more
Exactly.
of the other people. It's more of the other
Exactly.
people.
So we need to focus
know a
on the
lot.
problem, man. We can't. It's always exceptions to the rule.
Well, that's what I said.
It's always a three-legged dog that don't bark, like Ray said,
Well,
man.
that's-
It's
yeah,
always-
it's-
we can't focus.
but yeah,
They
but
not
that's-
running around all over the place.
Yeah, but and where I'm at, they are. Where I'm at, they are. So that's what I'm saying. It's
on,
always
man.
an exception to the rule. Like that's
Come
what I'm
on,
saying.
man.
I'm not.
Come
I'm
on,
not.
man.
I don't agree with the masses. I never had, never would. You know what I'm saying? Because
You say you
we
don't
act
agree
like-
with the masses, but that so you acknowledge that there is a set of masses out here that you not focusing on. You not focusing.
No, I didn't say I didn't
Because
focus.
you
I
don't
said I didn't
agree
agree
with
with them. No, I said I don't agree with them. Nah, because I don't.
Right.
Because I don't.
But,
Okay.
but the fact of the matter is that there is a large majority of people who are going through the problems that we are talking about, that are not walking around with the ability to go into the club and have the pick of the litter.
Okay.
Just pull it out and everybody just run to just pull it out.
Let me go ahead and move this along.